If you want to be fearless, if you want to be happy, if you want to push away anxiety, push away fears, doubts, pay attention to this video. If you follow it, you will win. Everybody goes through this. Everybody. And human beings, we are so powerful, yet we are told we are not. Our capacity to grow spiritually is infinite. Physically, of course, is limited, but there's not much we can't do. However, fear and doubt separates us, stops us. So, a long time ago, I asked myself the question, how can I be different? How can I stand away from fear? Short story. I used to live in an area. It was haunted. Okay, it was a haunted house, not intentionally. It just was. It's centuries of generations of it being a very sacred place. As a child, I was scared, and I didn't have much of a choice. It's not like I could move from the house. So I asked myself, what could I do to engage the fear? And you know what I came up with? I decided to sit in the fear. I decided to embrace the fear. I decided to live in the fear and enjoy the fear. I would go into the darkness and sit there as a child so I could absorb the strength from it rather than run away from it, because I had no choice. If I were to run away, I'll be forever running. But when I stopped and I looked at the fear, it went away, and I became so invigorated from being in the fear. I don't know how exhilarating that feels, but this is how it feels when you stop and become the true human you are, or the infinite human you are. This is what it's like. And it's a razor's edge. It doesn't take much effort or time. It takes courage, a very, very thin layer of courage that you have within you right now to accomplish. If you want to feel happy, you have to grow. The human beings are meant to grow. We're not meant to sit idly. We're meant to expand. The universe is expanding. Nature is expanding by the second, and human beings have to expand. When you don't expand, you feel bad. You feel sad. You have anxiety, etc. The humans have to grow. So what does that mean? It means grow and be the best you can be. Live your dreams and your potential to the fullest. And yes, it seems daunting, and yes, it seems scary, and yes, it seems far away. But if you do not take the steps, you will regret it. You don't want to regret anything. So where people are struggling, you must thrive. Okay? So a razor's edge is what it is. The difference between happiness and sadness is razor thin. It's razor thin. It's not a big amount to follow. It's just really thin. You must decide that you want to be growing. You must decide that you want the best. You must decide that you deserve the best. Okay? And it's just a decision. It doesn't take more than that. It's a thought. Here's how to accomplish your goals and feel fantastic and to grow by the day. Where people are scared, you be courageous. When you feel fear, that's an indication you should do it. Within common sense, of course. Don't harm yourself. But if you have to make a decision and you are fearful of the outcome, and you see within reason that if you did go through, you would succeed, do it anyway. Okay? The worst case scenario is you're going to fall forward. You are learning. You're not going backward. When people are sad, you be happy. When people are scared, you be courageous. When they go left, you go right. Do the courageous thing, because the courageous thing, 99% of people will not do. And when you do it, you're going to feel yourself growing. And that growth will make you happy. That growth will replace all the anxiety you have. That growth will give you peace of mind. Because the human being gets peaceful when they're growing and in line with what they're supposed to do in life. When you feel like stopping, that's when you move more. When you feel afraid, that's when you act. When you feel unhappy, that's when you're happy. Make these small choices. You will get a feeling of satisfaction, a feeling of growth. That growth is addictive. I call it the contrary thinking. In other words, whatever you feel fearful of within reason, do it anyways. Whatever you feel like you want to do it anyways. This 1% being better than everyone around you in terms of fulfilling duties, in terms of taking action, will make you feel good about yourself. Okay? If you're at work, for instance, and you're doing your work with your colleagues, and your colleagues are just doing what they can the best, you do 1% more. That 1% more makes you feel better about yourself. Better self-esteem, better self-confidence, better health, better everything, because you are self-worthy. That 1% effort you put in everything you do will take you a long way. If you don't feel like working out, work out. That 1% effort where you could have decided to sit on the couch, but you got up and worked out, even though it's not optimal, will give you self-confidence and self-worth that can transform your life. Always look for the 1%. Say to yourself, would the 1% do this or not do this? So next time you find yourself slacking off, ask yourself, would the 1% that I want to be do this or not do this? And if you're honest with yourself, the 1% of you, the better version of you, will always do what is right. Share this with somebody who you care about. Give them the confidence and the will, and to let them know that they are worth it, that they can progress further, that they can push themselves to the limit.